In the vast landscape of spiritual literature, few works have resonated with such enduring curiosity and influence as the Seth Material. Channeled by Jane Roberts in the 1960s and 70s, these writings offer a profoundly unconventional perspective on reality, God, and creation. The Seth Material isn't just a spiritual text, it's a challenge to our deepest assumptions, a series of revelations that continue to inspire, perplex, and transform readers across the globe. At the heart of these revelations is Seth, a non-physical entity who communicated through Jane Roberts, delivering insights that are as thought-provoking today as they were when first transcribed. But what exactly does Seth say about God and creation? The answers may be far more surprising and far more liberating than traditional religious teachings. One of the most striking aspects of the Seth Material is its redefinition of God. Seth shatters the traditional anthropomorphic image of God as a singular paternal figure reigning from the heavens. Instead, Seth presents God as an all-encompassing, infinite intelligence, an energy source from which all things emanate. Seth refers to this divine presence as all that is. This term encapsulates the idea that God is not a separate entity, but the essence of everything that exists. All that is not a distant creator, but the very fabric of reality itself. This perspective invites us to see God not as a being who created the universe in some distant past, but as the ongoing force of creation, an ever-present, ever-creating energy. Seth states, "All that is alive within all creations, and there is no creation that is not alive, no matter how inactive it may seem, no matter what its size, its beauty, or lack of it. God is also an idea, and each of you are therefore within God, and God is within each of you." This radical reimagining positions God not as an external force to be worshipped, but as an integral part of every being, of every thought and emotion. This conception of God challenges the separation many feel from the divine. It suggests that to know oneself is to know God, and that the act of creation, whether it be a thought, a work of art, or a life lived, is a divine act. This is a profound shift from traditional religious doctrines that place humanity in a position of subservience to a distant creator. Seth's teachings empower individuals to see themselves as co-creators, participating in the ongoing unfolding of the universe. In Seth's teachings, the process of creation is not something that occurred once in the distant past, but is an ongoing activity. According to Seth, creation is driven by consciousness, and more specifically, by thought. Every thought, Seth says, is a form of energy that contributes to the creation of reality. This principle, often summarized as "you create your own reality," is one of the most well-known and controversial aspects of the Seth Material. Seth asserts, "Your beliefs form your reality. Your beliefs generate the thoughts, emotions, and expectations that structure your experience. You are not at the mercy of events over which you have no control. You are the initiator of those events." This statement not only redefines the concept of creation, but also places an extraordinary amount of responsibility on the individual. According to Seth, the physical world is a manifestation of collective and individual thoughts and beliefs. This idea has profound implications. If we accept that our thoughts shape reality, then changing our thoughts can change our experience of the world. This idea moves us away from a passive acceptance of fate and towards an active role in shaping our lives in the world around us. However, this is not to suggest that creation is a simple or effortless process. Seth emphasizes the importance of self-awareness and the alignment of beliefs, thoughts, and emotions. It's not just any thought that manifests, it's the thoughts that are charged with belief and emotion, the thoughts we hold on to and give energy to. This understanding of creation as a dynamic, ongoing process highlights the complexity and power of the mind. It also underscores the importance of introspection, mindfulness, and deliberate intention in shaping our reality. To fully grasp Seth's teachings on creation, one must understand his concept of the universe as multidimensional. Seth describes reality as layered and complex, far beyond the linear time and space we perceive in our everyday lives. According to Seth, there are infinite dimensions, each with its own unique expression of reality. In this multidimensional framework, the past, present, and future are not fixed points, but are fluid and interconnected. Seth teaches, that all moments exist simultaneously, and our consciousness has the ability to navigate through these moments. This means that the future is not predetermined. It is constantly being created through our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. Seth explains, "You are not stuck in time like a fly in a closed bottle, because past, present, and future dip in and out of all probabilities. There are unlimited probabilities to choose from, but you choose the one that corresponds with your beliefs." This idea of probable realities challenges the deterministic view of the universe and suggests that there are multiple potential outcomes to every situation. The concept of a multidimensional universe also expands the idea of self. According to Seth, we are not just physical beings living in a single reality. We are multidimensional beings with aspects of ourselves existing in multiple dimensions. These other aspects of ourselves, often referred to as probable selves or alternate selves, are connected to us and influence our experience of reality. This multidimensional perspective opens up a new understanding of time, space, and identity. It suggests that we are far more powerful and complex than we realize, and that our potential for creation is limitless. This view of reality also aligns with some modern theories in quantum physics, which propose the existence of multiple universes and suggest that reality is far more complex than our current scientific models can fully explain. Another key aspect of the Seth Material is the concept of the soul's eternal nature. Seth teaches that the soul is not a static entity, but is constantly evolving through experiences across multiple lifetimes. Reincarnation, in Seth's view, is not a linear process, but part of the multidimensional nature of reality. Each lifetime is an opportunity for growth, learning, and creativity, contributing to the soul's ongoing evolution. Seth describes the soul as a gestalt of ever-changing, ever-growing consciousness. This means that the soul is not a singular, unchanging essence, but a complex, dynamic system of experiences, thoughts, emotions, and creations. The soul, according to Seth, chooses to incarnate in various physical forms to explore different aspects of existence and to fulfill its creative potential. This understanding of the soul challenges the conventional religious view of life as a one-time opportunity to prove oneself worthy of eternal salvation. Instead, Seth suggests that each lifetime is a unique expression of the soul's creativity and that there is no final judgment or ultimate reward. The purpose of life is not to achieve a static state of perfection, but to continuously explore, create, and evolve. Reincarnation, in Seth's teachings, is not a punishment or a reward, but a choice. The soul chooses each incarnation based on what it wishes to learn and experience. This perspective empowers individuals to see their lives as meaningful and purposeful, with each experience, no matter how challenging, contributing to the soul's growth. Seth also emphasizes that death is not the end of existence, but a transition to another state of being. The soul, he says, continues to exist and evolve after death, exploring other dimensions and realities. This understanding of death as a transition rather than an end can be profoundly comforting and liberating, as it removes the fear of death and the anxiety about the afterlife that many people experience. Central to Seth's teachings is the concept of free will. According to Seth, free will is the ultimate creative force in the universe. It is through free will that individuals shape their reality, choose their experiences, and direct the evolution of their soul. Free will is not just the ability to make choices, it is the power to create and influence reality on a fundamental level. Seth states, "You are given the gift, through your free will, to create the life you want. There are no limitations to the soul's creativity, except those you impose on yourself." This teaching challenges the notion of predestination or a fixed fate. Instead, it suggests that we have the power to create our destiny through our choices, beliefs, and actions. This emphasis on free will also highlights the importance of personal responsibility. If we are the creators of our reality, then we are responsible for the experiences we have. This can be an empowering realization, but it can also be daunting. It requires us to look within, to examine our beliefs and assumptions, and to take conscious control of our thoughts and actions. However, Seth also teaches that we are not alone in this creative process. We are connected to all that is, to other beings, and to the universe itself. Our choices and creations are influenced by and influence the collective consciousness. This interconnectedness means that while we have free will, our creations are part of a larger co-creative process. We are not isolated creators, but participants in a vast, interconnected web of creation. The Seth Material presents a vision of God and creation that is radically different from traditional religious teachings. It challenges us to see ourselves not as passive recipients of divine will, but as active participants in the ongoing process of creation. It invites us to recognize our own divinity, to embrace our creative power, and to take responsibility for the reality we create. But perhaps the most shocking truth revealed by Seth is the realization that we have always been creators. The power to shape our reality, to create and influence the universe, has always been within us. The teachings of Seth are not just about understanding a new perspective on God and creation. They are a call to awaken to our true nature, to realize that we are, and have always been, part of all that is. In a world that often feels chaotic and out of control, Seth's teachings offer a message of empowerment and hope. They remind us that we are not victims of circumstance, but powerful creators with the ability to shape our reality and our future. The Seth Material challenges us to rethink our assumptions, to question our beliefs, and to embrace our creative potential. As we delve into the teachings of Seth, we are invited to see the world and ourselves in a new light. We are invited to awaken to the truth that we are not separate from God, but an expression of the divine, an integral part of the ongoing creation of the universe. This realization is both shocking and liberating, offering a new understanding of our place in the cosmos and the power we hold within ourselves.